We'll call the meeting to order for the mayor and council meeting for Monday night, for Monday, April 2nd, 2018. Clerk Patrick, please call the roll.
Present are Mayor Keith Hedrick, Deputy Mayor Lawrence Garish, Councilors Jamal Beckford, Stephen Sheffield, Guinevere Depot, Rashad Carter, Finance Director Ron Uhas, Clerk Deborah Patrick, excused as Councilor Jill Rusk.
Salute to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, recognition, awards, and memorials.
I have.
Okay. Deputy Mayor Garish.
Yes, I would like to recognize the passing of a resident of the city who, for many years, was very involved in the community, Lorelei Smith, who recently passed away. She was very active in the community and also was very involved in the saving of the Ronick House years ago when it was slated to be sold. And that also I would like to recognize a former city police officer who left the city after a few years and joined the Connecticut State Police and retired not long ago as a captain, Captain George Constantine, who passed away recently in a tragic skiing accident. And also I'd like to recognize State Trooper Miller, who also recently passed away in a tragic auto accident.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? All right. Citizens petition. Is there anyone that has a citizens petition? Okay, seeing none, we'll skip the response. Need a motion to approve the minutes of March 19, 2018, Mayor and Council meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion carries unanimously. Need a motion for the March 26, 2018 Committee of the Whole meeting minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries unanimously. Communications reports. Councilor Beckford.
None.
Councilor Sheffield.
Just attended the Easter egg hunt this past Saturday. Councilor Beckford was there.
Right.
Like, kind of missed the Easter egg, huh, man?
Got it.
And Councilor Rusk and the Mayor, Councilor Depot, Councilor Carter. It was a very enjoyable event as always.
Okay.
And that's all.
Okay, thank you. Councilor Depot.
I also went to the Easter egg hunt. It was very fun. It's unbelievable how many children are there, and it really is only 10 a.m. to 10:01 a.m., which was very funny. It was fun.
Councilor Carter.
Yeah, again, was there
Yep.
with my 3 beasts. Well, my little one still has a nice little sack. That was a good time. And I also went to the public hearing budget proposal last week. I forget what day it was.
Yeah.
Tuesday, I think.
It was on Tuesday, yes.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. Deputy Mayor Garish.
Yes, I attended on March 20th participated in the millstone drill here at the city emergency operating center. On March 10th, I attended the 36th annual Eastern Region Middle School Music Festival at Connecticut College, presented by the Connecticut Music Educators Association, which Westside Middle School was well represented in. And on the 23rd, I attended the High School Poets Laureate of Southeastern Connecticut at Mystic Art Center, in which a student from each school from the region was chosen as the best poet laureate. and Fitch High School being one of them, and also very famous poet laureate from Rhode Island, state of Rhode Island, Lisa Starr, also was in attendance and read a number of her poems in her collection. Very interesting. There was a personal note I might share with you later on about with her. And then I also attended Easter egg hunt at the Groton Elks this year and missed the one that we had here after how many years?
I know.
And that's it.
Okay, thank you. Finance Director Yost. Good Clerk Patrick.
I also was at the Easter egg hunt, and I attended it was, as you said, 10 o'clock till 10:01. But I also attended a Connecticut Town Clerks Executive Board meeting earlier in the week, and we were given updates on a number of legislative items that will impact some of our towns and many of the clerk's offices throughout the state.
Great, thanks. Okay, couple things. One, the flag over Washington Park, the halyard broke, and for a few days, the flag was just kind of flopping and flailing there, and we were trying to figure out how to get it down. The ground was wet. We couldn't get a truck out there to get it down, so it stayed that way for a little bit. We were finally able to take the pole down, and so we're going to, the pole is down, the flag is down. So what we're going to do is we're going to refurbish the pole. We're going to sand and paint the pole. We are going to restring the halyard, and then we're going to put the pole back up, the flagpole back up, secure it, and then we're going to rehoist the colors, the national incident that we have, and we will have the flag back up. Because I know there are some people that are out there that are concerned. There's been comments on Facebook, and I've received emails and things like that. I appreciate your concern. We are working on it. The weather kind of got in the way now, but as soon as we can, we're going to get that refurbished and get it back up. On the March 20th, I also participated in the evaluated it was a millstone FEMA evaluated exercise drill. I was here for the EOC, and I want to publicly thank all the staff that was here. They were tremendously organized. We have call-outs and sheets, and we have placards that are up. The drill went for more than half a day, and we did not receive any negative comments. As a matter of fact, some of the things that we do were identified as best practices, and that may be shared with other communities. So that was a tremendous event. There was Groton Utility. I attended a Groton Utilities Commission meeting on March 23rd. I attended a mobile food pantry, and then I had lunch with the town manager. One of the things that John Burt and I are doing is we meet every month and we talk about issues with the city, issues with the town, and look at ways that we can share services and have cost savings in the city and town. So we are looking at that. On March 24th, I attended a Bill Memorial Library Common Grounds where Chief Spellman and I talked to several constituents there. We're going to have another one in May, and the building inspector, Carlton Smith, will be there, and he will talk about how to use the GIS system on the town's website, and also talk about the anticipated upcoming building that is going to occur on electric boat facilities. Attended the town town council meeting where we presented the road bond plan, the Colonel Ledger, and the highway analysis. They will be voting tomorrow in their council meeting on whether or not they're going to take back Colonel Ledger, and it looks acceptable. So they're probably going to take back Colonel Ledyard and keep the security system. So that will be good. And if they decide not to keep the security system, we'll just call up the security group and have them secure it. There was a concern that was brought up here about notifying some of our non-taxable entities, particularly my faith-based groups, to let them know what their fees were going to be. And we had a meeting last Thursday at 5:30. What we did not know when we scheduled that meeting is that Thursday is a holy day that is celebrated quite a bit up here in New England. And as a result, I didn't get any attendance, but I did talk to 3 of the leaders, either through email or personally, and have given them their information, and the information is there if the other people want it. And I'm going to set up to have a meeting with Riverfront and one other organization, and then we'll have pretty much covered everybody that's on my list. So that'll be out. And then I too participated in an Easter egg hunt. I got to tell you, there is just so much energy with the kids there, and you're right. Starts at 10:01, it's done. It's like the sheep coming in and just eating it down to the, to the nub. I mean, but there's so much energy from the kids, and it's such a great thing that we do here in the city. So that's that. Committee referrals. Are there any committee referrals? Okay, with that, we'll go to new business. Councilor Beckford.
Yes, resolution R-18-4-40. Therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council finally approve an ordinance designating the City of Groton Utilities Commission as the Water Pollution Control Authority. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? We talked about this during the committee of the whole. Okay, hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries unanimously. Deputy Mayor Garrett.
Resolution R-18-4-41. Therefore be it resolved that mayor and council finally approve an ordinance establishing sewer usage charges for the purpose of providing funds for the operation and maintenance expenses associated with the wastewater collection, conveyance, treatment, disposal facilities of the city of Groton. I so move.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Any discussion? Councilor Beckford.
Did we ever land on, and I know this is like getting into the minutia, but we talked about taking a look at the summer and winter costs. I know that you had mentioned that it looked like the winter costs were higher, but
Well, the winter averaging that we
Right.
looked at was higher than the annual average.
okay.
So what's your-
Well, I guess the question was, are we including that? Are we not? Or is that something that's going to be figured out later and presented later?
So when you look at the ordinance, what the ordinance does is it sets it up so that the WPCA can take a look at the budget
Mm-hmm.
and set the rates according to the budget, so that you're spending and you're making this, your revenues match your budget. So that's the whole premise of it. You have to first set your budget to be what you need,
Right.
know what you need to have fund the account, and then set your rates so that that matches. And we have an estimated rate that's rolled out with the meter fees plus the $5.40 a cubic foot to match your water usage initially. And there's going to be some caveats to that and some rules and regulations that also get approved by the Utility Commission, all in tandem with the rate rolling out.
Right. So just to make it clear, it sounds like you're saying you use you set the budget we're voting for you to set the budget and then come up with the formula. Is that?
You're voting to allow the Utility Commission to make a user fee via a public hearing.
Okay.
So you're not actually voting on what the user fee is.
Right,
Here.
right.
Counselor Deep, did you,
Almost there.
any other questions or comments? Okay, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions, motion carries unanimously. Counselor Sheffield?
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution R-18-4-42. Therefore be resolved that the mayor and council provisionally authorize and approve a contract with the Novak Consulting Group, 26 East Hollister Street, Cincinnati, Ohio, for professional consulting services to conduct a highway comparative analysis for the town of Groton and the city of Groton for a total price not to exceed $70,000 and no cents, $35,000 and no cents, to be paid from the general fund capital carryover and fiscal year 2018 operating funds, and $35,000 and no cents to be paid from the town of Groton. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on this resolution? Okay, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries unanimously. Counselor Depot?
Resolution R-18-4-43, therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council initially approve an ordinance authorizing the mayor and council to approve increases to retirees' pensions up to and including those who retired in 2014 as recommended by the City of Groton Retirement Board. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Okay, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries unanimously. Counselor Carter?
Thank you. R-18-4-44, therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council authorize and approve a donation of $1,000 and no cents to Art on Groton Bank, 20 Hillside Avenue, Groton, Connecticut. Alright.
I so move.
I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second.
I was gonna say there's so move. Sorry.
Is there any discussion? Okay, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Abstentions? Opposed, abstentions, motion carries unanimously. Counselor Beckford?
Resolution R-18-4-45. Therefore be it resolved that the mayor and city council authorize Groton Utilities Management to award a 2-year contract with 2 one-year renewal options for lawn and ground maintenance for the 2018-2019 seasons to ACK Services, 515 Cow Hill Road, Mystic, Connecticut, based on its low bid amount of $67,200 and no cents. For Groton Utilities properties, $60,480 and no cents to be paid by the Water Division and $6,720 and no cents to be paid by the Electric Division. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Counselor Depot?
I have a question that is probably very easy, and maybe I should know it, but is the reason that it's being paid in those proportions because that's the proportion of land used by each department? Okay.
Any other questions or comments? Okay, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions, motion carries unanimously. Where am I? Okay, sorry, Deputy Mayor.
Resolution R-18-4-46. Therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council approve the placement of insurance broker and advisory services with USI Insurance Services, 530 Preston Avenue, Meriden, Connecticut, for policy year July 1, 2018 through June 30, 2021, for a total amount, annual cost of $67,500 and no cents to be paid from the operating earnings of each department in the approved fiscal year 2018-2019 budget and succeeding fiscal year 2019-2020 budget and the succeeding fiscal year 2020-2021 budget. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions, motion carries unanimously. Councilor Sheffield.
Resolution R-18-4-47. Therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council accept and approve the retirement of city planner Barbara Goodrich from the City of Groton Planning Department effective July 13th, 2018. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. I received some communication today that that will require an amendment to the date. We will need an amendment to change the date effective June 29th, 2018 in both the title of the resolution and the therefore be it resolved.
I so move.
Okay, we have a
Second.
motion, we have a second. All in favor of the amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions. Okay, now we have an amended motion, which is to June 29th, 2018. Are there any other questions or comments on the amended motion? Okay. Go
You
ahead.
want, the motion itself, or
Nope,
comments?
no, well, we had the motion. We amended the motion, we accepted the amendment. Now we're gonna vote on the amended motion.
And the motion as amended,
And the motion as amended.
yes.
And we have
Now,
a second already?
Well,
You open it up for comment.
okay, I'm opening it up, right, well,
That's what I was-
hold on. Is everybody with me on where we are with the motion?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, I did open it up for comment. Are there any comments?
Okay, do we have a person in mind to succeed, or we?
Yeah, I didn't
Go
actually-
ahead, ask me your question.
Yeah, because I'm not sure.
I'm ready. I've talked with the Human Resources Director. We have started the process. We will be advertising this week, and we will be looking for replacement for the planner. This is new news.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
New news, let me define new news. New news as of last week.
Yeah.
This came up last week. That's it. Because if you would like to talk to Barbara about the reasons that
She wants to retire.
you can, but I'm not going to go into the,
I say no.
you know. Any other questions or comments? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions, motion carries unanimously. And then, where am I, Counselor Deep?
Resolution R-18-4-48, therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council accept and approve the retirement of Fire Chief Nicholas D'Elia from the City of Groton Fire Department effective July 1st, 2018. I so move.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
Yes. I would just like to say that, thank Chief D'Elia for his fine service to the city and wish him a long and healthy, happy retirement.
Absolutely. The answer, before you ask it, is we are in the process of interviewing deputy fire chief candidates. And once we go through that process, I will be bringing to you the name of Robert Tompkins to be the next fire chief, and that will have to be approved by council, but I'm not ready to do that, because if we're moving him up, then we have to replace we need to have somebody for the deputy, so.
Would he be currently in the interim? Is there an acting fire chief upon?
Well, maybe.
We'll cross that bridge.
Without getting into, I will get into the detail when I bring him to you. But there's a possibility that I may have him as the interim chief for a period of time, or I may come to you with another argument and recommend that you bring him in as the chief, period. And we're not at that step yet, so I'm not ready to have that discussion.
Well,
It's not that I won't talk about it in public, it's just that we're not at that point. Deputy Mayor Gary.
as the deputy fire chief currently, he would automatically be in charge in the absence of a chief.
That's true.
End of question.
Right, okay. So, is there a I'm waiting. Okay, is there any other discussion? Okay, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries unanimously. Okay, there is no executive session. I will take a motion for adjournment.
I so move.
Second.
Second, and we have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.